Hello everyone and welcome to a new video, and it's about Christian missionaries or various Christian tourists in Jerusalem these days. These days means Yom Kippur and Sukkot. But first I want to point out that I am not referring to all Christians, but there is a certain kind of Christians coming to Jerusalem now or just before Sukkot, like in another week from now, or they are already here. So on Sukkot, the Jerusalem located International Christian Embassy organizes a parade. I think it's called the Jerusalem Parade. Many Israeli companies, police, soldiers participate. So they march in front of the parade, and at the very end you have a few thousand Christian tourists from all over the world. And those tourists participating, those Christian tourists participating in this parade are all Christian missionaries. Either if it's from the groups like Evangelical Christians, Christian Friends for Israel, you name it. All those groups are not up to anything good when it comes to Judaism and Jews. Their only goal is to missionize, to proselytize, and get Jews into Christian idol worship. As I said before, I'm not talking about all Christians, but I'm talking about various groups of Christians who these days are coming to Jerusalem in order to prepare for the parade. So what they usually do is they meet. I don't know if it's taking place also this year because the location may change. So sometimes they go to the International Convention Center in Jerusalem, sometimes near the Teddy Stadium. So just imagine thousands of Christians are coming here from all over the world, and they have a congress. It's not only that they are participating in this parade, which is like basically one afternoon during Chol HaMoed, the intermediate days of Sukkot. So what they usually do here and why they arrive so early is they have congresses here, also organized by this Christian International Christian Embassy here. So at these congresses, at these gatherings or lectures, they talk about how to get Jews into their Christian belief. The only purpose of meeting in Jerusalem is to missionize Jews. There is no other purpose. It's not, of course they claim like, oh, we are in favor of Israel, we support Israel, we are friends of Israel, you know, all this. But they are not. They are not. They hate Judaism, they want to destroy Judaism, and the only goal of these Christian missionary groups is to missionize Jews, get them into idol worship, and destroy the entire Torah, what they call the Old Testament, and to destroy Judaism. So this is number one. So what the Chief Rabbinate of Jerusalem does every year is warning all Jerusalem residents to participate in this parade or to look at the parade. You know, they are marching through downtown Jerusalem, and it's actually very disgusting when you see all those missionaries with all kinds of, you know, they wear shirts with missionary slogans. It's really disgusting. It's a disgrace for the city of Jerusalem to allow such an evil missionary parade in this city. So the second point is, next week we have Yom Kippur. And it sounds rather strange Because on Yom Kippur, these Christians know that after Yom Kippur, as soon as Yom Kippur is over, so there is a break fast on Wednesday night. So they know that Jews put out food. Let's say Chabad at the Kotel, at the Western Wall, they put out a few rolls or some kind of like cake in wrapped in plastic. Just like something very simple, and some juice. So that people have something at least until they get home and have their real meal or breakfast after the fast. So what I've been seeing or noticing within the past 2 years is I usually participate in the Esher Torah program in the Old City on Yom Kippur. And what we usually do is after Ne'ilah, after the shofar blowing and Havdalah, we go over to Jeff Seidel's Jewish Student Information Center because he has a breakfast. Mostly for people like participating in this program or for young yeshiva guys or something like this. For Jews, not for anybody else, for Jews. Jews fasting on Yom Kippur. So for the past 2 years, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, we hardly got there. Jeff was putting out like his table full of bagels and cream cheese and yellow cheese and some grapes and Coke and some other drinks. And you know what? Even before we got there, Jeff was very busy telling a tour group passing by, I think they were Scandinavian Christians, to back up, to go away. Because this tour group, a whole busload full of Christians came, and they were just about to grab all this food. Because Christians coming here these days, many of them come with hardly any money. They can't even afford Israel. Israel is a very expensive country. So they can't afford it. So what their tour guides tell them is, you know what? Go to the Jews, find someone for Shabbat, find someone for the holiday, go to the Jews because they will feed you. They will give you food. You don't need too much money. You don't need to buy anything. Just find the Jews on Rosh Hashanah, a Yom Kippur breakfast, and on Sukkot. It's really disgusting. So you always, like here in Jerusalem, especially in the Rova, in the Jewish quarter of the Old City, there are actually not anymore too many people putting out food. Because like different yeshivot and institutions, from institutions, they used to put out like a table, and every Jew like fasting coming by, he got a drink, he got some water, and maybe a small pastry or something. But you know what? Within the recent years, you really have to watch out because Christian groups are waiting for this breakfast on Yom Kippur. They know that there is free food. They are freeloaders. So they come also to Jeff Seidel and they want to like freeload. They want to take, there are people fasting. It's really upsetting. There are people fasting, like all those Jews fasting. And before they even get to their breakfast in the Old City, these Christian tour groups come and they want to grab all this food. It's really disgusting. I can't even tell you how disgusting it is. So you really have to chase them away. And sometimes they don't want to leave because they think it's their right. They were told, you know what, there's free food, go there. So this is really, really upsetting these days. It's, as far as I know, it's only in Jerusalem. It's not really taking place anywhere else in the country. It's not in Hebron or in Tzvat or other religious places. I mean, Jerusalem is not entirely a religious place. But it's really disgusting what is going on here with these missionaries coming here from all over the world these days. It's disgusting because they want to missionize, and at the same time, they come to the Jews and want to steal their food. They really want to, they come without money and they just want to freeload in the city. It's a real disgrace what's going on. I can't even tell you. And I'm not the only person upset. I'm not the only person. I just talk about it freely, and because I want to know, I want other people to know, other Jews to know what is going on in Jerusalem. About missionaries, especially now before Yom Kippur and Sukkot, they have nothing to do. Yom Kippur is only a Jewish holiday. And Christians don't care. They come to the Kotel, to the Western Wall, and they gossip about Jews. At the same time, they are waiting for the breakfast and keep on watching, like they really watch out for free food where there is something being laid out. And they don't care if anyone fasted for 25 hours. They just see their right. I'm here in Jerusalem, I'm this, I'm that, and this is my right to take the food. And you, Jew, shut up, because this is my right. You don't believe, you are not a believer, just go away. But this here is my right, and I'm getting the food now. So believe it or not, what I'm telling you, this is at the moment what's going on. And anybody putting out food in the Rova, in the Jewish quarter, I think there's only Jeff left. So please watch out, because there are Christian groups walking around and looking for a freeload. So that's it for tonight, or for today. And, hope you enjoyed it, or maybe not. But I'm just telling you some reality from Jerusalem. Have a good night wherever you are. And Gemar v'chatima tova.